Let us explore the history of Rome. Rome is one of the oldest cities in the world, with a rich and fascinating history spanning over 2,500 years. In 753 BC, according to tradition, the city of Rome is founded by Romulus on April 21st. In 509 BC, the Roman Republic is established after the Romans overthrow their Etruscan conquerors. 49 BC, Julius Caesar crosses the Rubicon, igniting a civil war that would eventually lead to the end of the Roman Republic and the establishment of the Roman Empire. 27 BC, Caesar Augustus becomes the first Roman emperor, beginning a period of relative peace and stability known as the Pax Romana. 312 AD, Emperor Constantine the Great converts to Christianity and makes it the official religion of the Roman Empire. 800 AD, Pope Leo III crowns Charlemagne as the first Holy Roman Emperor, marking the beginning of the Holy Roman Empire. 1870 AD, Rome becomes the capital of the newly united Kingdom of Italy. The city has been shaped by its rich past, and it continues to be a major cultural, political, and religious center to this day. Let us look at the top sites in Rome. The Colosseum is one of the most famous landmarks in Rome, and a symbol of the city's history. This ancient amphitheater was built over 2,000 years ago and was used for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles. The Colosseum could hold up to 50,000 spectators, and it is considered one of the greatest engineering feats of the ancient world. Today, the Colosseum is a popular tourist destination, and visitors can explore the site and learn about its history through guided tours. The Pantheon is a magnificent temple that was built in ancient Rome to honor all the gods of the Roman Pantheon. This building is considered one of the best preserved structures from ancient Rome, and its dome is one of the largest unsupported domes in the world. The Pantheon was later converted into a church, and it remains one of the most famous landmarks in Rome to this day. Visitors can admire the beautiful architecture and art inside the Pantheon, and learn about its long and fascinating history. St. Peter's Basilica is one of the largest and most famous churches in the world, and it serves as the seat of the Pope. The church is located in the Vatican City and was built over many centuries, starting in the early 16th century. St. Peter's Basilica contains numerous works of art and sculptures, including the famous Pietà statue by Michelangelo. Visitors can admire the magnificent architecture and art inside the basilica, and take guided tours to learn more about its history. The Trevi Fountain is one of the most famous landmarks in Rome and a popular tourist destination. This beautiful Baroque fountain is located in a square in the heart of the city, and it is believed that throwing a coin into the fountain will ensure a return trip to Rome. The Trevi Fountain is surrounded by historic buildings and outdoor cafes, and it provides a great opportunity to relax and people watch. The Spanish Steps are a popular gathering place in Rome, and a must-see for visitors. The steps lead up from the Piazza di Spagna to the Trinità dei Monti Church, and they provide a great view of the city. The Spanish Steps are surrounded by historic buildings and outdoor cafes, and they are a great place to relax and people watch. The steps are also popular with artists, who often set up their easels and paint the view from the top of the steps. What is the right time to visit Rome? If you're looking for warm weather and outdoor activities, the best time to visit is from May to September, when temperatures are warm and there are many outdoor festivals and events. This is also the busiest time of year for tourists, so be prepared for crowds and higher prices. For a more relaxed pace, consider visiting Rome in the spring, March to April, or fall, October to November, when temperatures are mild and crowds are smaller. These seasons also offer great opportunities for exploring the city's gardens, parks, and outdoor markets. If you're interested in the city's history and monuments, any time of year is a good time to visit. Winter, December to February, can be chilly, but it is also a quiet time of year, and you can enjoy the city's indoor attractions without the crowds. No matter when you visit Rome, be prepared for long lines at popular attractions such as the Colosseum, the Vatican Museums, and St. Peter's Basilica. Booking tickets in advance or opting for a guided tour can help reduce wait times. Rome has an extensive public transportation system, including buses, trams, and trains. Consider purchasing a Roma Pass, which gives you unlimited access to public transportation and discounts on many tourist attractions. Rome has an extensive bus network that covers the city and the surrounding suburbs. Buses are a convenient and affordable way to get around, and many tourist attractions are within walking distance of bus stops. Rome also has a tram network that covers the city, including several historic trams that run through the city center. Trams are a convenient way to get around, and tickets can be purchased from ticket machines or on board the tram. Rome's metro system has two lines, Line A and Line B, and it is the quickest way to get around the city. Metro stations are well signposted and tickets can be purchased from ticket machines or on board the train. Rome has a bike sharing system, called Bike Me, that allows you to rent a bike and return it to any Bike Me station in the city. This is a convenient and eco-friendly way to get around, especially for short trips. No matter which mode of transportation you choose, be sure to carry a map or use a GPS device to help you navigate the city. Rome's streets can be confusing, and it's easy to get lost. Rome has been a popular setting for many films due to its rich history, stunning architecture, and romantic atmosphere. Some of the most famous movies set in Rome. La Dolce Vita, 1960. This iconic film by Federico Fellini is a classic of Italian cinema and is set in Rome's glamorous high society. Roman Holiday, 1953. This classic romantic comedy stars Audrey Hepburn as a princess who travels to Rome and falls in love with a reporter played by Gregory Peck. Three Coins in the Fountain, 1954. This romantic drama set in Rome follows the lives of three American women as they search for love and happiness in the city. The Bicycle Thief, 1948. Directed by Vittorio De Sica, this Italian neo-realist film is considered one of the greatest films of all time. The movie is set in post-World War II Rome and follows the story of a man who has his bicycle stolen, and his desperate search to find it. The Talented Mr. Ripley, 1999. Directed by Anthony Minghella, this psychological thriller is set in the 1950s and follows the story of a young man named Tom Ripley who travels to Italy to bring back a wealthy playboy to the United States. Ben-Hur, 1959. Directed by William Wyler, this classic epic film is set in ancient Rome and follows the story of a prince named Judah Ben-Hur who is falsely accused of treason and becomes a slave. The film features stunning battle scenes and a famous chariot race, and it is considered one of the greatest films of the 20th century. Let us look at some of the interesting books set in Rome. The Woman of Rome, 1947, by Alberto Moravia. This novel is a masterpiece of Italian neo-realist literature and is set in post-World War II Rome. The book follows the story of a woman named Adriana, who moves from the countryside to the city in search of a better life. Through Adriana's experiences, the author explores the themes of poverty, sexuality, and the search for identity in post-war Italy. The Public Image, 1968, by Muriel Spark. This novel is set in the world of high fashion in Rome and follows the story of a former model-turned-movie star named Lauren. The book explores the themes of identity, image, and the pursuit of success and is a darkly comedic take on the world of fashion and celebrity. The Ragazzi, 1955, by Pier Paolo Pasolini. This novel is a semi-autobiographical work that explores the themes of sexuality, youth, and Italian society. The book is set in post-World War II Rome and follows the story of a group of working-class teenagers as they navigate the complexities of life in the city. History, a Novel, 1974, by Elsa Moranti. This novel is a powerful and sweeping work of historical fiction that explores the impact of World War II on the people of Italy, particularly on a family living in Rome. Through its rich and complex narrative, the book provides an unflinching look at the horrors of war and the ways in which ordinary people are affected by historical events. With its vivid characters and immersive storytelling. The Roman Spring of Mrs. Stone, 1950, by Tennessee Williams. This novel is a dark and atmospheric portrayal of a woman's search for love and meaning in the city of Rome. The story follows the journey of an aging American widow named Karen Stone as she comes to Rome in search of a new life. Thanks for watching.